Hi, I'm Jim Thomas, and it's sure nice to have you all with us. If we said it once, we said it 1,000 times. You don't have to catch a boatload of fish or a limit of game to enjoy a trip to field or stream. Now, I'm not saying that it isn't exciting or thrilling to match wits with nature. Heck, that's the purpose of the expedition in the first place. But there's so many dimensions to an outdoor adventure that success can be measured in as many ways as there are people. Now, just look around you. Often just being out there with Mother Nature's handiwork, away from the daily hustle and bustle of city life, provides all the thrill and adventure and gratification needed for a successful trip. You'll realize how lucky you really are to breathe the fresh, clean air and enjoy the solitude. And remembering when hunting was fabulous and the fishing unbelievable.
The Chukar partridge is a big bird when compared to a bobwhite quail. However, it is slightly smaller than a pigeon. Don't kid yourself. He's a great game bird and can drive a good bird dog out of its mind. Quail will hold quite well for well-trained dogs, but the Chukar partridge has a habit of moving ahead of the dogs. And what follows is not only interesting, but also highly exciting.
And there they are, staunch on point, not a muscle moving. What a sight! This is a proud moment for any hunter, watching his canine companions turning in such a stimulating performance. Easy, boy, easy. The bird is moving ahead, but there's no way it can fool these veterans. Now they've got him locked in tight. Watch it, that bird's nervous. He's about to come out of there at any second. Nervous index finger on the safety. You ease in, and then the flush, the swing, squeeze. One bird down and a clean kill made by your companion. Now for the second part of the operation, the all-important retrieve.
Bring it in, Polly. Come on. Bring me that bird, Polly. Come on.
Nice going. A bird recovered that may never have been found if it weren't for the sharp nose of this purebred pointer. Uh-oh. You know, right here are the ingredients for a thrilling day afield. Good companionship, well-trained dogs, magnificent weather, and an abundance of what you came here for in the first place, Chukar partridge. Look at them like two statues. Another brace of chukars take to the air. Sam did pretty good with his bird, but all I got for my efforts was a mouthful of feathers from his kill. Oh, well. Ooh, boy. Ooh, steady, boy. And old Polly backs up her partner in magnificent style. And when she eases forward, it's like she's walking on eggs. Ah, but this fella has decided to hightail it out of there, dogs or no dogs. And before the dog can retrieve the fallen bird, another one streaks out. What a day! These imports are great performing guns, light to carry but capable of reaching way out and still delivering a haymaker. Although the Chukar partridge is more adaptable to rugged country, they have done quite well here in East Texas. There's lots of food and cover available, and those two things are, as a rule, the most important ingredients for a healthy game bird crop. Get a load of these two pros at work. Steady, Polly. Easy, girl. There's style for you. They look like they've been carved out of stone. And even though that bird is plenty restless, he's locked in tight. Okay, Sam, here's another one for you. Nice shot. And a well-trained pointer completes this round by retrieving game that may never have been found.
such a beautiful point, Hoy.
Well, sir, about the only way I can sum up this day afield for Chukar is truly fantastic. Everything was made to order. Don't you agree?
And we'll be right back.
Nice to have you with us. We welcome the opportunity on this program to discuss the marvelous fishing down on the Baja Peninsula in the Sea of Cortez. This spot maintains a near-perfect record with regard to good catches of saltwater game fish. Not too long ago, on one of my trips down there, I enjoyed one of those near-perfect days, mixing it up with some big dolphin. But let's start at the beginning.
From La Paz, Mexico, all the way south to Cabo San Lucas, there are well-paved highways. But as the fellow says, there's even more to see when you get off the beaten track. This back country is a little rough in places, but with a vehicle like this Scout 2 under you, well, driving through it is a memorable experience. I'm on my way to the famous Rancho Buena Vista to rendezvous with an old fishing pal of mine, Big John Laughlin, manager of the Hidden Valley Ranch of Riverside, California. Haven't seen Big John in a long time. We're going after dolphin. And, brother, if there's one place where Mr. Mahi-Mahi abounds, big and tough, it's along this portion of Baja California's Sea of Cortez. We'll be using a big 45-footer the Rancho brought down from La Paz, especially for Big John and I. Certainly more than adequate for today's dolphin expedition. Well, everyone seems pretty well set, including the pelicans, who are always on hand when there's a boat around. Another reason why I always enjoy my angling jaunts to Rancho Buena Vista is that you never need go out very far to take the fish of your choice. Big John wastes no time in getting in his chair. He knows it won't be long. In fact, everyone is getting ready for the action that most surely will follow. Bait and tackle are a matter of preference. We're sort of prepared for anything, since we're using Daiwa's 4.0s and the lighter 6,000s. Our offerings consist of both artificial spoons and mullet. I, for one, welcome the heavier 4.0 because it's not at all uncommon to hang into a sailor marlin while trolling for dolphin. That explains our setting up the outriggers. The baits ride the surface. From now on, we simply play the good old waiting game. Man, what a day. Baja, the legendary Sea of Cortez. And here I am in the middle of it all, angling for dolphin with Big John. What more could any man ask? Uh-oh, there it is, a smashing strike. Set that hook, John, and then start pumping and reeling. You've got yourself tied into one of the real acrobats of the seven seas, the dolphin. He'll take to the air almost as much as a big billfish. It doesn't take a very large dolphin to let you know in nothing flat that you're dealing with an extremely tough and cunning adversary. More of these babies are lost at gaff than almost any other species in the sea. And small wonder, huh? Oh, but this one did not get away. How about that, huh? Not more than a mile from shore. And we've already got one nice dolphin on board. And oh yes, dolphin invariably travel in schools. So it serves to follow that where there is one, there are usually more. So we waste no time in getting those baited lines back in the water. If my guess is correct, we're not going to have much time to relax before mayhem breaks loose again. There it is. That old dolphin took it hook, line, and sinker. Ah, but don't let the force of the strike fool you. Don't be afraid to set that hook again and again to make sure he's really on. Oftentimes, the forward trolling motion of the boat is not sufficient to set the hook. But there's one thing for sure. If old Mr. Dolphin is solidly hung, you've got yourself the fight of your life on your hands. And like we said before, when the king gets up near the boat, that's when he really becomes a candidate of the Ones That Got Away Club. See what we mean? Notice the vivid blue of the pectoral fins. Once on board, that'll change. In fact, all of his beautiful coloration will change once he's out of the water. The greatest of care is exercised in the landing of these fish. Most of them are released, and when handled thusly, they go on their merry way unharmed. And anyone can be proud of that fish, right? Yes, sir, a man doesn't have to take more than a couple like this, and he's had all the action he could want. We mentioned a moment ago about releasing fish down in this part of the country. As a rule, points are given for all return fish in many of the tournaments. But as far as we're concerned, the releasing of game fish should be practiced at all times among sportsmen. Take one or two for mounting and eating, and let the rest go free. It's good conservation. After all, as anyone can plainly see, down here you can count on all the action you want. Big John's got another one. Let's settle back and watch this. Finally, after what seems an eternity, the fish is on board, and what a beauty he is, too.
And we'll be right back.
If I were to tell you that there are still places left in this world of ours where an angler can take rainbow trout in the 25-pound class, you probably wouldn't believe me, right? Well, I'm not kidding you, because that type of rainbow action takes place almost every day down South America way. Come along with us, and we'll prove it to you.
But invariably, there's always that little teaser that will turn this balmy day with a fly rod into plenty of excitement. Looks like a good place to take rainbow. And how? Look at that strike. Look out there. Somebody's apt to get yanked off a rock and get wet. Makes a fellow feel good just to watch, doesn't it? Sort of gives you that get-up-and-go feeling, which all ardent trout fishermen experience each season. Oh, about 3.5 pounds, and from the looks of things, plenty more where he came from. But shucks, this is only a warm-up. Let's head for higher ground, where there are lots of big ones. In mountainous regions such as these, you're bound to find trout. Sometimes the going gets a little rough, but if you want big rainbows, it's a small price to pay. A beautiful lake more than 8,000 feet up. Nothing but rainbows here, and what rainbows. Up this high, however, it's usually windy and cold, too. But that's where you find the prize trout. The water temperature is about 40 degrees, and up this high, you just don't find hot showers. And, brother, a sleeping bag sure feels good at night. But again, if the lake pays off, all the hardship endured is well rewarded. Let's start the ball rolling. Maybe something will happen. Wham! A strike. Talk about action and fight and high jumpers. Brother, if you've ever dreamed about tying into a rainbow big enough to smash the best tackle ever made, this certainly looks like the one. Just watch him fight. And with one this size, you just can't take chances. Don't blame you for being cautious. The folks back home wouldn't believe you if you lost this one. Handle him carefully, fella. £14 of fighting rainbow. Man, what a fish. And say, gals, don't get the idea that this is just a man's sport. This lady angler proves she didn't come along just for the scenery. Nice going, gal, and what lady wouldn't put a feather in her hat after landing one like this? Uh-oh, looked like another whopper, and up he comes. Out again. A third time. And a fourth one for good measure. Six feet into the air. Wow! Slashing, splashing, and fighting like mad without a let-up. Looks like something a lot bigger and wilder than any trout could possibly be. But that's rainbow, and some rainbow. Go easy, big boy. Look at that, would you? Man, oh man, 16 pounds. And we understand that in less than 3 hours, these lucky anglers took 17 of these babies. Yes, 17. That's real rainbow trout fishing. While we're down here, though, it'd be nothing short of a crime if we passed up another freshwater gamester, the Dorado. Yes, this is one of the big falls of the Uruguay River. A strange place, this. Fast waters rushing over ledges and through grotesque canyons of sharp-edged volcanic rock. This is the home of the Dorado, a freshwater fighter that's in a class by himself, scientifically and otherwise, and little known to North Americans. Golden dynamite, some call him, and others say there's no game fish his equal. And that's exactly what these experts have come to find out. And as usual, a good dependable outboard is a must, although the waters are swift. One of these 5-horsepower marvels will push the boat through even the most treacherous whirlpools. Water where oars were useless, but nevertheless waters that had to be crossed in order to get to the good fishing spots. And in a shallow side channel with the guide serving as a human anchor, he ties into one. Up he goes. Wow! They spend almost as much time in the air as they do in the water. What scrappers! Just get an eyeful of these 3 jumps, one right after the other. These bruisers are the nearest thing to perpetual motion you'll ever run up against, and no solid glass rod ever got a more banging workout. Look at that fish following the hooked one, and yet they're as wary as anything you'll find. And there's something else. You handle them carefully. They have teeth like razor blades. He's good eating, too. And that, my friends, is a Dorado. You can bet your bottom dollar he's a finny fighter if ever there was one. In the meantime, our other expert has found a good fishing spot close to the big falls. Using a long two-handled casting rod, he gets out a heavy lure because he's after a big one. A strike. Up he goes, man alive. Look at that rod action. Brother, this fish is like a rocket. You just don't land one of these fish until he's completely worn himself out. Yes, sir, and all you have to do is catch one Dorado, and you'll agree that he's the wariest, fightingest, and most spectacular jumper of all freshwater game fish, bar none.
Well, that's it for now, folks. We sure hope you enjoyed the program as much as we did bringing it to you. Remember, enjoy our great outdoors, but please don't leave your good manners at home. Until next time, then, this is Jim Thomas saying so long and best of luck to you all.